A fatal shooting on Texas Tech's campus, a Norman cold case is reopened, and wildfires scorch Northern California. This is OU Nightly. A welfare check last night at Texas Tech University took a turn for the worse when a student shot and killed a police officer in the head. The night started when officers searched 19-year-old Hollis Daniels' dorm room, finding evidence of drugs and drug paraphernalia. Authorities said officers were finishing booking the paperwork for Daniels' arrest when they heard a loud bang.
Daniels pulled a gun inside the police station, shot the officer, and then fled on foot with the officer's body camera. The campus was on lockdown for over an hour before the suspect was tackled in a parking lot adjacent to the school's Coliseum. Daniels is being held by Lubbock County Sheriff's officials on a capital murder charge. His bond is set at $5 million.
And OU police asked students to always remain vigilant and report any suspicious activity here. If there's a shooting incident on campus, police advise 3 courses of action: avoid, deny, and defend. Avoid an active shooter by running away. If escaping not an option, OU police advise denying an assailant access to your building or room by locking or barricading the doors, remaining silent, and turning off the lights. The last resort, defend yourself by fighting back. A study of 41 active shooter events found that potential victims stopped the attacker themselves in 16 instances. The penalty phase of
the trial resumed this morning after a legal snag last week. 2 weeks ago, Alton Nolan was found guilty of beheading his coworker and more in 2014. Nolan now faces the death penalty after the jury unanimously convicted him of first-degree murder. Before deciding on the punishment, they need to determine if he is intellectually disabled. 6 witnesses, including mental health experts, testified Nolan is living with a mild form of intellectual disability. If they find he does have a disability, he will no longer be eligible for the death penalty.
And Norman police are opening a 4-year-old cold case. In 2013, 27-year-old Owagachi Osceola was found dead in her Norman home. No one was arrested for the homicide, and the case went cold. 4 years later, police are opening the investigation back up.
The Norman Police Department has initiated this new cold case unit. So we now have a part-time cold case investigator that is solely focused on working on some of our cold cases, and the Osceola case is the first one that he is working on. And so we believe that there are people out there that have key information pertaining to this case. And we hope that this new reopening of the case, in combination with the fact that her family is offering a $40,000 reward for information that leads to the arrest of whoever's responsible, will help us find some of those key pieces to solving this case.
If you know any information regarding the homicide, call Crime Stoppers at 405-366-STOP.
Anik Zoha joins us in the News Center with more on the Harvey Weinstein misconduct allegations. Anik, what can you tell us?
Thanks, Ashley. Former presidential candidate Hillary Clinton spoke out today against Harvey Weinstein. Clinton said she was shocked and appalled by the recent sexual misconduct allegations regarding the film producer. Weinstein is a major Democratic Party donor and longtime associate of the Clinton family. Tim Kaine, Clinton's former running mate, also says people should condemn Weinstein. And California has 2 wildfires threatening people and property. In Northern California, the fires have killed at least 15 people and destroyed 2,000 homes and businesses. More than 119,000 acres of land are burning. That's 3 times the size of Washington, D.C. Some 20,000 people and 2 hospitals were evacuated in Napa and Sonoma counties. Wildfires in Southern California destroyed 14 structures. That fire in Orange County is 25% contained. President Trump spoke with Governor Jerry Brown last night, and the federal government has already approved a request for assistance. And President Trump says he has a higher IQ than his Secretary of State, Rex Tillerson. A comment to a Forbes magazine reporter comes on the heels of Tillerson reportedly calling Trump a, quote, moron, a report Tillerson has not directly denied. White House Press Secretary Sarah Sanders says it was all just humor.
President certainly never implied that the Secretary of State was not incredibly intelligent. He made a joke, nothing more than that.
And the president's Twitter feud with Senator Bob Corker continued today. Trump called the Tennessee Republican Little Bob Corker after Corker said the White House was an adult care center and Trump was setting the nation on a path towards World War III. And Ri Chol-hee, a member of South Korea's National Assembly, says North Korean hackers stole 235 gigabytes of South Korea-U.S. wartime plans. The South Korean Defense Ministry today refused to comment on Ri's claims. And Reagan, the region of Catalonia today postponed its formal declaration of independence from Spain. They say they've earned the right to become an independent state after a constitutional crisis.
Thank you, Anik. And the Oklahoma Medical Examiner's Office reports the mysterious death of an Oklahoma County jail inmate is a homicide. The 54-year-old Mitchell Willis was found unresponsive in a private cell in August. At the time, the death was being investigated as a possible suicide. The autopsy reported blunt force trauma as the cause of death. Willis's death was the 10th inmate death this year at the Oklahoma County Jail.
Travis Maldonado fatally shot himself in the head at the Greater Winewood Exotic Animal Park. His husband, exotic zookeeper and candidate for governor Joseph Maldonado, says Travis accidentally killed himself last Friday, apparently believing the weapon would not fire with the magazine removed. Joseph Maldonado is known as Joe Exotic. He announced in May that he would run for governor in 2018 as a candidate for the Libertarian Party.
I'll tell you what, I walked outside this morning. A
It hit
lot
ya, that breeze
cooler.
hit you,
Had to
didn't
actually
it?
wear a jacket
I
today.
know.
Crazy.
Yes.
Andrew, what can you tell us?
That's right, guys. And it was colder today. You know, today was the first day I wore a jacket outside this year. And that's all thanks to this cold front that we had moved through yesterday. Here's our 24-hour temperature changes for the state of Oklahoma. You can see up in Guyman and near Woodward, it's actually a little bit warmer, but that's just because they had the cold front first. Down here with us in Norman, 19 degrees, up all the way into the northeast portion of the state with Tulsa, Muskogee, they're even more. But we'll have more on what's going to be coming up for us over the next week.
Thanks, Andrew. A judge has excused 2 prospective jurors in the 4th first-degree murder trial of an ex-Oklahoma police officer who fatally shot his daughter's black boyfriend. Judge Sharon Holmes dismissed the jurors today after they told Holmes they had opinions about how Kepler's case should be resolved. Kepler was off duty when he shot 19-year-old Jeremy Lake. He told investigators he fired because he thought Lake had a gun, but no weapon was found at the scene.
An Oklahoma couple has been convicted of killing their foster son, Colton Clark, even though the boy's body has never been found. James Rex Clark and Rebecca Clark of Seminole are guilty of first-degree murder, as well as convicted of child abuse of Colton and Colton's brother. Colton's brother said he saw Colton lying face down and motionless on a couch the last time he saw him. Both foster parents face life in prison.
Well, we are still a year away, but one candidate for governor from Tulsa is already making headway in a crowded GOP field. Republican Kevin Stitt says he has amassed more than $1.6 million in his first quarter of fundraising. The 44-year-old mortgage company founder added $800,000 to the already $811,000 he raised from 560 donors. He says he is willing to match any contribution and expects to spend $2.5 million of his own money. And so to come on OU now, the OU organizations educate students on diversity and inclusion.
Plus, the new Google Pixel has finally been released. Stay with us.
Welcome back. And Oklahoma County has denied the request by a man to build a 10 Commandments statue. Contractor Tim Mitchell requested to build the religious statue outside the Pittsburgh County Courthouse. The man said he would fund the statue, but District Attorney Chuck Sullivan said that the state's constitution prohibits placing a religious statue on court property. Mitchell plans to seek alternatives and said he was told by God to create the statue 2 years ago.
And Olivia Whitehead joins us in the Tech Report with more info on the new Google phone that might just be the perfect Christmas gift. Olivia?
Ring ring, the new Google Pixel 2 phone is here. Google revealed their newest smartphone just in time for the holiday season. The Pixel 2 comes in 2 sizes and includes features such as fingerprint sensors, water resistance, and a powerful lens. The lens feature allows you to take a photo while gaining information about the subject. It is available for pre-orders costing $649. And it looks like there could be a solution to the bike share problems. Cities across the country are adopting dockless bike share programs. This technology is a breakthrough in dissolving limited bike access in inconvenient stations. Companies can track the bike, allowing you to park it anywhere in the city. Pilot programs are already active. And selfies might be the key to booking your next excursion. Context cards are a new Snapchat feature that allow you to find on-demand taxis in restaurants. They allow you to connect to your friends through Snap Maps. Tagging information on your post reveals booking options. Through OpenTable, Uber will also showing reviews. The feature will be available soon. So I don't know about y'all, but the whole new update with the tracking people on like Snapchat, and now you can Uber to them. I don't know. How do you guys feel about that?
Snapchat is just doing it all lately, and it's kind of weirding me out.
Yeah.
Taking over maps, you can track your friends and Ubers and do it all.
Exactly.
Unbelievable. All right, well, thanks, Olivia. And student organizations took to the South Oval today to educate students on the importance of diversity and inclusion. The diversity fair on the South Oval addressed numerous stereotypes, mythbusters, and assumptions regarding diversity. One group of students expressed their concerns with the lack of wheelchair accessibility for the physically disabled individuals on campus.
One example I used was I had classes in Dale Hall a year or 2 ago. People would often park their bikes on the ramps. Well, so not only does that violate campus policy because it denies me equal access to a building or a public place.
Blevins says wheelchair accessibility, not just on campus but everywhere, is crucial for individuals with physical disabilities to live a barrier-free life. Oftentimes, other disability resources are abused, such as wheelchair buttons on buildings.
We all know that no one's doing it to be mean. No one's doing it because they don't want to get into a building. They're just not thinking about it. They're not aware or conscious of the situation and what that's really actually there for. I think you take it for granted.
To understand more about disability issues on campus, join the Disability Inclusion and Awareness Group known as DINA, or contact the Disability Resource Center.
Photographers from all around gathered to take pictures of the chrysanthemum gardens today. OU is named one of the most beautiful college campuses, and the gardens attract thousands of visitors each fall. This year's theme is Homecoming 2017, and over 15,000 mums and 5,000 little red Joseph's coat plants were used in the design. The design represents the tradition and history of OU's colors and logo.
And still ahead on OU Nightly, a former Sooner superstar is on the move.
And I'll let you know how long these cool temperatures. Stick around. Up next. Well, what a nice day we've had in Norman. Look at those skies. It is absolutely perfect following that cold front that we had come through yesterday evening. 61 is our temperature right now. That dew point's at 43, helping it feel really nice outside. If you look at the rest of the state, mostly in the 60s, a little bit cooler up here where that cold front had the last impact of as it went through. Dew points all still very low as well, making it feel really great outside. Now for the next couple days, what the story is going to be is this high pressure system that's moving down into the North Texas. That's going to keep our skies mostly sunny, very nice, but it's also going to drag up some warmer air, so we are going to see a little bit of a warm up coming in later for this week. This low pressure system that's setting up will bring a cold front later the weekend though, and that'll bring a nice change. Tonight, low in Norman, 39. Our normal for this time of year is 54, so we are quite a bit below normal. Thanks to that cold front, those winds out of the north. Tomorrow, 40 at 8 o'clock, warming up to 66 at 5 p.m. We're going to have some very calm winds. It's going to be another beautiful fall day out there. And again, here's our highs, below normal, feeling great for this time of year. And that's what we're really going to see. Nice, calm day, going to be beautiful. And then it's going to warm back up, come for the weekend. But on Sunday, we're going to watch a cold front make its way back into the area that could bring some rain along with it, but will also get us back into those nice fall temperatures like we saw today and we'll see tomorrow. So
I'm liking the fall temperatures.
yeah,
I'm
I
totally
love
cool with
fall.
it.
days, I like how you describe it.
Yeah, it finally feels like October.
Yes.
It took long enough. It's supposed to be hot in Dallas this weekend, though.
Yeah, it'll be
90
warm. It'll be
degrees on
warm game
Saturday.
time. Warm and
Yeah.
sunny.
Oh well. Thanks, Andrew.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
All right, well, Colin, there has been so much baseball these last few days, I just cannot keep up.
Hey, Reagan, don't worry about it. I'll give you an update on all postseason action in the major leagues, and on top of that, I'll give you a preview of the Sooners' trip down to Dallas for the Red River Showdown. Sports is straight ahead. Welcome back. After a tough loss to Iowa State, the Sooners look ahead to the Red River Showdown. Texas has improved game by game under new head coach Tom Herman. The defense features plenty of studs in the front seven and currently ranks 17th in rushing defense. Add that to the fact that Texas may have found their quarterback of the future in Sam Ehlinger, and this game could be another showdown classic.
It's amazing. You know, I feel like it's like a little Super Bowl type feeling. I love this rivalry, and I'm just glad to be a part of it. You know, this is one of the reasons why I came to this university is to play in this game, and I think it's amazing just to see all the fans come out and family and all the great people of Oklahoma and great people of Texas to come out and we have a little big old battle.
Last night, Sooner Sports Pad welcomed two of OU's national champion golfers to the studio. Brad Dahlke and Blaine Hale talked about winning it all and more. If you want to see more of that, you can watch the full re-air right after the newscast. Former Sooner Adrian Peterson is on the move, but not exactly on the field. AD is headed to AZ as he was traded from the New Orleans Saints to the Arizona Cardinals. Peterson finished with 81 yards on 27 carries with the Saints. After never really finding a role, he now has an opportunity to earn a starting spot with the Cards. Monday Night Football turned out to be a thriller as two NFC North rivals went at it. The Bears and Vikings came into the game with their fair share of struggles, put together an entertaining back-and-forth brawl that ended with Minnesota kicking a game-winning field goal in the final seconds. The Houston Astros officially advanced to the ALCS as they take care of the Red Sox. The Astros are the first team in the playoffs to clinch a spot in the next round as they win the series in 4 games. Now they await the winner of the Yankees and Indians series. This one is headed to an all-or-nothing Game 5 matchup in Cleveland. The Bronx Bombers were down to 2 games in the series and look to be heading home. However, the Yanks stormed back for 2 straight wins to force a Game 5. Meanwhile, the Cubs beat the Nationals in a nail-biter. Game 3 was a low-scoring affair, but the Cubs found a way to win late in the game to take a 2-1 series lead. Now the pressure is on the Nats tonight to stay alive. The Dodgers were the second team to clinch a spot in a championship series as they moved on to the NLCS with a sweep of the D-backs. This is the Dodgers' second straight appearance in the NLCS, and now they patiently await the winner of the Cubs and Nats series. Now, we mentioned earlier that the Chicago Bears lost last night, but I think that they won because they make your favorite segment, Top Play Tuesday. Let's break this one down. The Bears pulled off a pretty sweet 2-point play right here as they snap the ball and Trubisky hands it off. Then a little inside motion, pitches it out to Trubisky, who puts it in for 2. Let's look at a little slow motion replay here. Yet again, it's a thing of beauty. Inside again, and then throw it out to Trubisky, puts it in for the 2-point conversion. That right there is like a hot knife going through butter. Real smooth. You got to love a good play call like that one.
That was easy.
Oh, man, that was witty.
Oh, you know, I do what I can.
I watched that live last night, and I was like, man, I lost the ball at one point. I was like, where'd it go?
Where'd it go?
Heck of a play call. You got to love it when the offensive coordinator draws something up like
The
that.
rookie doing big things.
Yep.
Good deal.
A top pick.
Thank you,
Thanks,
Colin.
Yeah.
So to come on OU Nightly, Star Wars fans are losing it over the latest Jedi movie trailer.
I'm Lauren Linville at the Update Desk. Officials say the California National Guard is bringing fuel to first responders, while utility company representatives are working in the state's emergency operation headquarters to regain power. The Napa Valley Vintners Trade Association reports at least 4 wineries have suffered total or very significant loss, 9 others damaged. And Oklahoma-based Love's Travel Stops employees and customers raised more than $2.76 million for Children's Miracle Network Hospital, setting a record for most money raised during the company's in-store campaign. That's all for now. Ashley?
Thanks, Lauren. Fireworks flash as stormtroopers marched their way onto Chicago's Soldier Field during Monday Night Football halftime to debut the trailer for Star Wars: The Last Jedi. This Star Wars film will feature new and familiar faces from the Star Wars universe. Luke Skywalker, Chewbacca, and Rey all made an appearance, as well as a new bird-like creature known as Porg. Star Wars fans will just have to wait until it hits theaters on December 15th.
Cool stuff. Cool stuff. All right, well, Andrew is back with a picture today.
Yeah, we've got
hear
a
it, Andrew.
beautiful picture today coming in from Kaylee Nix. It's a photo from last night's absolutely stunning sunset that we had after that cold front moved through. Look at the sun coming through those clouds. I mean, that's picturesque.
One thing about
very
Oklahoma, the sunsets are always
on point.
picturesque.
They are.
Yeah.
They are
Gotta love
prime.
All right, well, thanks for watching OU Nightly, brought to you by the Gaylord College at the University of Oklahoma.
We'll see you back here tomorrow night live at 4:30.
Have a great evening.
Good night.